let's go somewhere else. But where to? I don't know. Still a few things I need to clean up, I feel like. This is Heart Prison. Oh yeah, let's go in here. Might as well check it out. Heart. You know, actually, I don't know why I called it a heart prison. I didn't even know it was a heart prison. It just seemed like a prison to me. Okay, well, what is this actually? Hello? Okay. There's like a face there that seemed to indicate like Andrew, you know? Andrew's like face. Erudite or whatever. I think that's what it is. Or it could be something else, I don't know. But okay. It's just silence. There's nothing to do here, it seems. Alright. I guess I'll just move on. I don't know. It doesn't seem there's anything to do there yet. So I guess we'll go backwards? No, we'll go backwards. Back over here. Because I remember there's something to do over here. There's the numbers. Because I finally found the last one. So probably that temple is open up. I assume it's some kind of dungeon. And I think, well, I remember there was a dude here that said we... Like, there's that dude that said we want to fight that spider or whatever. He mentioned a spider anyway. I don't know if there's any reason to fight the spider for him necessarily. I don't know if anything happens if you kill the spider and then, or at least, you know, some kind of like spider dungeon anyway. And then you go back and then, you know, he says something, but you know what, sure, let's see what happens. Let's do the spider dungeon. Let's see if we're strong enough. I don't know if we are. I mean, I assume I've leveled up a ton at this point, so I think we're pretty strong. I'm thinking maybe we can try our hand at trying to kill that the spiders in the spider dungeon. I don't know. I mean, by the way, if you shake these, I think I showed it before, but just in case I didn't, blood will leak like tears on the stones of the western mountains. You know, you shake these scarecrows, they give you some pretty scary text. That's why they're called scarecrow, I guess. Anyway, past these eyeball cabbages. Nice. Go back here. Back to this dark dungeon. Over here. Head down over here after we burnt down the web with the fire. Go over here. Like so. Transfer to Tanaka again, because I like being Tanaka. Wearing my sunglasses in the dark. And let's explore this dungeon, you know? We always keep going back here, but I keep, you know, being held back, I guess. This time, though, we are plenty strong enough, I think. Let's try it. Kill these enemies before they even, before they even appear from the dark. Because when those enemies appear from the dark, your characters get startled, actually. Saw them before. Roar. I keep killing. Well, let's actually see what they look like, you know? Like, ironically, you can't see them because they're in the dark. Let's see what they look like, at least. I don't see a lot. I think like technically on screen anyway. I show like one time. Yeah, spiders with a weird gas mask and a big lip spider as well. Amazing. Let's try perfect guard actually. See what that does. Ready for anything. Perfect guard. Can't guard that though. And clicking sound cannot guard that. Okay, so he did nothing. Good. Well, time to die now. I just roar at you and then you all die. Good. Alright. Oh, it's pretty dark in here. Why is it so dark? Okay, this is the way back, I think. Yeah, this is the way back. Over here's darker. I hate that because it's just annoying. Because it's hard to navigate when you can't see what's in front of you. I don't know what that is. It's like bags, but also this is like, you know, crystals of some sort. Again, I just want to see what these enemies look like. Is the same ones? No, it's It's just the same ones. That's not very interesting at all. Stop doing that. Just like attack me, huh? I guess not. Spiders won't attack me, they just do weird things, such as spit acid on me. Alright, let's go over here, I think. It's really hard to tell where everything is. Here... I mean, we could be a ghost, I guess, but it only lights up the place momentarily, right? Yeah. And I want to stay as Tanaka for the actual battles. Here. This looks slightly different, I think. Let's do a first growl. You will undulate, Lars. Ah, can't do a counter if he's getting grabbed. Okay, so these enemies are slightly different. The Grasper and some other enemy, the Biter. I assume it bites. I assume it does that. Well, they're dead now. You know, these enemies are quite weaker. Because I got way stronger at this point. Okay, more of these weird... I assume they look like crystals. I don't know. I think I'm going backwards now. I think? I don't know where I am. I'm getting so lost in here. I hate this. It's like navigating that dark cave in Pokemon. Okay, that's a switch. I hate this. I can't see anything. And I'm being assaulted by Zubats. I can't use the HM flash because in this game anyway, it doesn't really work that way. You know, it doesn't like illuminate the entire cave permanently. It only does it a little bit. It's the gas mask and the biter. Good. Ah, perfect guard, even though I'll just kill them anyway. Okay. You know, looking back at my recordings, actually, I remember saying when I first saw Tanaka's form, I thought every level up increased all your stats. Obviously, that's not true. You know, I think I noticed it afterwards as well, but I don't know if I mentioned it, but I really thought when I first got Tanaka, I thought like it was the ultimate form that increased every single stat. But actually, not so much. It doesn't do that. It only increases attack, defense, and luck, I believe. And that's all it does. So really, you know, Jimmy really is built for physical, as far as I know. For physical and physical defense, you know, physical attacks and defense, rather than like being a mage type character. You can build like a mage type character, I guess, but you know, I feel like the stats are geared towards just being like a physical attacker sort of deal, which is, you know, normally what I do anyway. But if there's any kind of protagonist character, often it is like, you know, the typical hero of a sword and shield, right? And they do like physical attacks. I don't like the idea of making like a mage protagonist. I mean, for one, I don't really like mages, you know? As like a player character anyway. It doesn't really speak to me. I don't like, you know, I cast Thunderbolt, you know, and I shoot fireballs from my tiny little wand. It's like, maybe it appeals to some people, but for me, just like thematically, it just doesn't feel right to make that a hero. Or something, of a main character or whatever. I don't know. At least like a traditional wizard type character anyway. I just always have a bias against mages for some reason. I never like to play as them. Unless there's some kind of like trick to it. You know, there's the type of mage that's more nuanced than just shooting fireballs, maybe. Like a necromancer, maybe. Those necromancers are kind of cool. They're kind of like mages too, but they have a different spin to them, you know? They summon undead hordes of skeletons and zombies, you know? Necromancers are pretty cool. But generally speaking, I don't really like making like a mage build any kind of RPG, really. Not just mechanics wise, because even there's like mechanics wise, like maybe it's just better to be a mage because it does more damage or whatever. I don't like being a mage. You know, I don't want to put on my robe and wizard hat. You know, I'd rather wear plate armor and then hit things with my hands. It's like punch things, you know? Be like punch Tanaka, punch. Punch everything. That's cooler to me. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, well now I'm just killing these enemies for no reason, I feel like. Yeah, I should probably just start skipping these battles, because again, I always, you know, it's a nitpick, but you can only fight the same random encounter so many times before you get bored of it. Because it's, especially now, right now, because I'm so upper leveled, I actually don't really need to fight any of these encounters. I'm only checking them out just to see what they look like. Otherwise, though, I just want to move on and just figure out how to get past this dungeon. You know, just for completion's sake, I guess. I also don't need to do any of this. I could probably just go straight to the final dungeon now, I think. But, you know, I want to see what this is. It is interesting to learn, especially the nightmare dungeons, to learn about Yume's you know, innermost fears, I guess, and everything. From like, I don't know, like, you know, there's probably like a fear of darkness and spiders. There's like the dream one, you know, where he's like afraid of falling asleep forever, maybe. There's a lot of metaphors you can like glean from all of these little dungeons, especially the scary ones, because most likely they come from the depths of his let's say unconscious, no, subconscious rather, which makes sense because it's like a dream world, right? It makes perfect sense that he would have these kinds of nightmares in the depths of his mind, because there's a lot of things he don't think about, and also because we recently learned as well. Okay, the jump scare, sort of. Anyway, we also recently learned that Yume, you know, in like Buck's whole little like nexus point, we learned that he also watches a lot of horror movies with Buck in real life. So that's probably what fuels a lot of his nightmares as well. That's kind of cool. Also, the concept is nice as well, in general. Adding a little spookiness to like you know, quirky Earthbound-esque RPG. I mean, Earthbound can get pretty spooky at times as well. I've only played the, yeah, I only ever played Earthbound, or like, I guess you would call it Mother 2? You know, technically. I never played the original one, you know, the very original one that was, I think, only available on the NES? I might be mistaken. It was like, you know, prior to Earthbound. It was never released in the West. And so I don't imagine a lot of people played it. There was also Mother 3 that was, I think, also never released. Or maybe there was, I can't remember. Was there an official translation? The last time I checked, anyway, there was like a fan translation of Mother 3, which is like a sequel to Earthbound, sort of. If you didn't know. It's the one, you know, with Lucas, you know, or whatever. Because people always think about Ness and Lucas from Smash Brothers, and they never know where they come from. Well, Ness comes from Earthbound, and Lucas comes from Mother 3, and everything. Also, I'm kind of lost. Yeah, I started playing Mother 3 actually, a little bit. I just never finished it, I don't know. I mean, RPGs, I guess, are pretty long, so I just never finished it. I started a little bit, you know, I think near the beginning and everything. Before I even, well, I guess I don't want to get into spoilers, but, you know, I just never really sunk my teeth in, I guess. Really, Mother 3, I might consider actually playing it eventually, as like a playthrough, I guess, on video, maybe. One of these days, eventually. But yeah, Earthbound. Definitely known for like being a very quirky little RPG that kind of defies a lot of tropes of the RPG genre. I feel like that's the art style that this game is trying to invoke, as well as the dialogue. But also adding a little spooky parts, you know, a bit more than Earthbound. I feel like, at least in the original Earthbound, it wasn't as spooky as this. You know, it wasn't as I guess open with bit, you know, with like the horror genre in general. I don't know where I'm going, but I think I'm going backwards because I hit the switch and everything, right? I don't know. I'm going back. I'm getting so lost in here. Okay, let me just follow the train tracks. Follow the train tracks. Maybe if I follow the train tracks, I'll go where I need to go, right? So many random encounters. Oh yeah, I remember going here and getting stuck here, and then yeah, I went on a tangent about Earthbound, and I went back because I thought I did a dead end because it was this thing. And I wondered maybe if I Can I move this? Can I charge at this? No? Can't seem to move forward. That's the problem here. There's at least a few treasure chests around here. I don't think I can find them all because I hate this place. I don't like being in this place. It's too dark. I hate it. Can't see anything. Ugh. Ah. Let's go away. What's more scary than you guys is the actual way forward. You know, how do I progress? The horrors of not knowing how to progress in a video game. Now there's this thing. Did I go this way already? I don't know. I'm going in circles. Okay. Oh! What? Okay. Alright, that's where you're supposed to go? Okay, look, it's really hard to see anything in here. To be fair. That's what the developer intended, but also, it's just hard to see. I don't know. Alright, so you're supposed to go around, alright. Okay. Supposed to go around, and you go over here, there's like a little entrance over here, which I assume leads to the boss. Let's see, let's heal up. And let's continue, finally. Hello? Mr. Spider? I assume there's a giant spider. There's gotta be a giant spider, right? Big lips. Big lip spider, alright. Here's a giant spider. Let's try not one-shotting it again. The Grammy grandma fight definitely prevented me from one-shotting it. But definitely, probably, I imagine you can probably one-shot this boss. I don't want to do that before it even appears, so let's not do that. Did I steal anything? No? Guess not. Let's just do a little bit of checking. Andrew, you will do a little bit of crowd dynamics, and Lars, you undulate a little bit. Let's just not one-shot it. Yet. Until I get bored of it. And then I will one-shot it. That's stunned though. So it's telling me to shh, I guess. This is a library? You know, is this a spider library? He grabbed Lars. Guess that's all you're gonna do. Attack. Crowd dynamics. Ooh. Deadly poison? Terminal? What do you mean terminal? Chotomate? What do you mean terminal? Can I heal that? I don't know if I can. Perfect guard. Counter the terminal. Doesn't do anything. Alright, I don't know what terminal means. I assume Lars is going to die. Eventually. Let's go to sleep, Lars. Maybe you can, like, sleep off the terminal disease. I don't think that would work. So the spider just goes back to its darkness and then probably pops out again and, you know, scares everyone again. That's probably what happens. He succumbs to the poison. Bleh. Dead. I guess that's the gimmick. Grabs an opponent, or grabs a party member, injects them with poison, eventually they die. Let's do a little adrenaline shot. Do a little high five. A bit of that. I guess. You know what? No, Helga. Just do that, actually. No, in fact, Helga. No, in fact, Helga, heal Andrew's sickness. Andrew kind of nice. Lars, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, Lars. Sleep it off. And now we're sticky, and it just lowers our agility. I think that's all it does. We have less HP though. How'd that happen actually? When did we get so much damage on this? I don't remember. Let's do a molecular beam. Hopefully it doesn't one shot. And then, you know, just undulate actually. Heal everyone up. Stunned though. We are stunned. Which is not great. And I mental clarity the stickiness. You know, is that how it works? Nah, it doesn't do anything. Alright. Attack. Attack. Try Molecular Bee. I don't think I've tried that yet. Let's do Rejuvenate as well. I should have countered there. You know, that could have been big damage. I think I'm ready to take care of this boss now. Let's do a called shot. Helga, you roll heal everyone. Andrew, analysis. Lars, just like discard. Discard. Creeps into the darkness, alright. I can still hit you though. Let's finish this off. Rampage. Let's go. Just in case I mess it up. Just discard. Kablam. 24,000. Just casual 24,000 damage. Don't worry about it. A lot of victims here. Skeletons. Spooky, scary skeleton. A lot of people. It looks like they're screaming as they die. I can only assume all the victims of this spider are information guys. You know, all these victims are just information guys. Don't worry about it. Information guys don't have human rights. They're not humans. Anyway, Psyche. In fact, they have negative rights. We have like anti-rights for information guys because they don't, you know, deserve to live. Anyway. What did we get? You know, like, was it a manual? Actually, I wasn't paying attention. Psyche. Teaches Psyche. Ignores alert stat, or stuns ignores alert status at an 8-turn cooldown. Oh, no, oh, okay, it's not Psyche, it's Psych, rather. You know, Psych is like when the rad ghost or whatever goes up to your face and says, Psych! Interesting. I mean, I guess you want to do like a stun build. I don't know if there's any use for doing that though. All it does is just like make the boss not do anything, but would you rather do that or would you do damage, you know? I'd rather just do damage. Like stun the enemy. Charging station. Okay, that is a weapon. Lets you plug yourself into a nearby outlet. 10% HP and MP regen. Okay. So like, is it passive? I assume it's passive, so... Interesting. It just heals your HP and MP infinitely, I assume. I don't know, it's like a normal attack. Like maybe you have to attack normally, I don't know. And that, if it's like if you have to like attack normally, that's not as good. If it's a passive, it's good. But if you have to like use a weapon, because it is a weapon, so you have to use a weapon probably. It's not that great. And a little bad. Again, that's just a furniture item. Which, by the way, I did have a furniture set actually set up. I think I have like the Pixel set that increases your experience by 25%, and I believe the Spooky set that increases critical hit chance by 10% as well. I think I have both of those. Just like, you know, as my furniture set, because why not? And also, I guess luck as well. I think I have a set that increases luck as well. I think it was a lamp one, actually. I think it was mentioned in the information guy island, you know, there's like secret sets and everything. If you use the one that is all lamps, then you get a lamp set, so that's what I got. Anyway, I defeat the spider. So there's that, you know, one of the earliest nightmare dungeons you could do, I guess, but haven't done because I wasn't strong enough. Now I am, and I just murder it. Good. Let's go back over here and let's see if Mr. Hansy has anything to say about that. Maybe not. I don't remember where he is actually. He's like, go down a crack or something. I'm also reminded... Oh, I think it's over here. I'm also reminded there's like a secret place around here as well. I don't know where to find it though. I think it was mentioned. I don't know. It was mentioned, you know, again. I try not to spoil myself, but you know, when I look up Yume and Pulsating Mass information, there's like the wiki and everything. It's mentioned that there's another like location here you can find, but I don't know where it is though. It's not described. but it's around here somewhere. Anyway, my boss wants to tell me there's a case on field of creatures similar to me, creatures with lots of legs. I'd love to hear all about them. Oh, you've been there? Tell me about it. Sure. Oh, good. I'm all ears. Well, mostly arms, but I got more ears than you expect too. Okay. Fascinating, fascinating. I also like dark places. I have a feeling I will get along very well with giant spiders, assuming they didn't try to cocoon me in webs and save me for later consumption. Oh, let me help you out again. I've reached somewhere far away. Ooh, hee. There's loud sand herons tickling me. Thank you for all the interesting stories. I'll daydream of them for years and years and years. You need something to think about when you're as busy as me. Remember, I found something nice for you in a sandy place. Make sure to get it if you haven't yet. Okay. So he got something, but, you know, doesn't give us directly. Somewhere in a sandy place, eh? I don't know where that would be. I'm trying to think, the only sandy place I've been recently would be the pyramid, I guess? But where exactly in the pyramid? I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, is there like a secret place somewhere? Is it around here somewhere? I'm not sure where it is. Just looking around, Have I think I've been here before already, right? Or haven't I? Or maybe, no. Okay, maybe this is the place, but I don't think oh yeah, I didn't know how to solve this, actually. How would you solve this? I have no idea. 4, 5, 6. I actually don't know how to solve this. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you're supposed to. Okay, you're supposed to probably. Yeah, this was okay. I've been here before. This is probably the secret location. I'm thinking we gotta solve the puzzle. I have no idea how to solve the puzzle though. Okay, I might have to just sit here and think about this. Because I guess there's no other way. I thought there was some kind of code maybe they're supposed to tell you, but maybe you're supposed to just solve this right here, right now. But I'm not sure how. 9. Because the only thing we know is that there's... It seems, I don't know, like I think it's some sort of like counting thing where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? It's like just counting from 1 to whatever. This is a 3. This is a triangle, this is a square. Last one is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But I kind of don't get it, though. 8? What? Wait a minute, is this a... Wait a minute, is this a mirror again? Oh my god. Oh, okay, it was a mirror. God damn it. You know what? In hindsight, it makes total sense. I even said before, remember that puzzle of Andrew back on the moon? How I said I wish there was objects in the background to show that you're supposed to reflect everything instead of just a line? As it turns out, they have those hints exactly, so I didn't get it until, you know, I noticed that when I put the triangle here, I can also put a triangle over there, and I noticed, oh, actually, you're supposed to simply reflect it. I didn't know that. God damn it. But it makes sense. Now, I wish the hint was, you know, it would make things probably a bit too easy, but I wish, if you're gonna do that, I wish these numbers as well were also reflected. Instead of like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it would literally be the backwards 5, backwards 4, you know, backwards 3, whatever. You know, so it would look actually reflected, because the way I saw this wasn't like reflected. It was I thought it was a number sequence. I thought it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, I thought it was a sequence of numbers of some sort. You know, some sort of complicated number sequence, some kind of pattern to it. That's what I really thought. But all it really was is a reflection. So I don't know. Look, maybe I must admit, maybe I'm just dumb. But you know, to make it a little bit more obvious, I wish this one would be actually reflected properly, where the numbers will actually, you know, turn the other way around. You know, it would make much more sense to me if that was the case, because now you would know it's like a mirror, right? But I don't know. Anyway. All right, so all it was a reflection. Anyway, so it unlocks the area over here, which I missed last time because I didn't know the answer to that puzzle. Okay, counting little shapes here. And here's little Andrew. There you go. This is a memory zone of Andrew, which I've been spoiled a little bit, but you know, it's fine. Truant? For how long? I see. One moment. Jimmy, add the numerators. No, the denominators have to be same first. Okay. So that's Andrew on the phone, maybe? Talking to... I don't know he's talking about Jimmy, like truancy of Jimmy, or maybe... Because he is a professor, right? So maybe his other students, maybe. But then again, a university professor doesn't usually care about, you know, his students being late or whatever. You know, by the time you're in university or college, the professors don't care. Like, they don't do attendance. Like, even if you are away, like, who cares? You know, they don't care for the most part. Because, you know, it's your fault if you miss lessons, rather than the professor's fault for the most part. It's like you're paying for it, you know? So, like, if you miss the classes, like, well, I still get paid anyway, you know, as a professor, so it doesn't matter for the most part. So I guess, you know, maybe a little bit if you're new, I guess. That's why, you know, tenure is a little controversial, but like, if you're like, you know, if you're a professor that no one's gonna replace anyway, it doesn't matter. But I guess, you know, if you're like still like a little bit new, maybe it matters a little bit, because you want to make sure that your classes are being attended in the first place to show that you're actually doing your job, I guess. I don't know. Otherwise, though, you know, if you're a student and you're missing classes, it's kind of your own fault. A bit harsh, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, as long as it's like, you know, intentional, you know, it's your fault if it's intentional, I guess. If you can't help it, you know, then, you know, fair enough, obviously. If, for example, you're, you know, if you're working at the same time you're going to school, you know, which a lot of people have to do, and you don't have time, and, you know, something's happened, things pop up, then, you know, fair enough. That can happen, I guess. And now I reflected some more. Actually, maybe I need to put on this fire as well. More reflections. Should I call this the reflection? You know, it should have made more obvious. This whole dungeon should have had a big mirror, you know, in front of it. Maybe that would have made my brain look for that in the first place. Now, how do you put that square? So I'm thinking again, I'm supposed to reflect everything, right? Actually, maybe if I move this. Can I move this? Okay, yeah. So I simply just cover it. That's the puzzle. You just sweep it under the rug. That's how it works. You know, that's why, for example, you know, for me anyway, personally, I said before, like how, you know, university or college, if you're taking classes, if you miss it, it's kind of your own fault. That's why, though, that's why, though, I never actually worked while doing any of my classes. So I feel like that's a horrible idea. I mean, some people could do it, you know. If you're really good at time management, then, you know, and you have like a very good setup, your schedule, and your work and school balance or whatever, then, you know, that's great. It's just, you know, for me, I just never did that. Because I never wanted to work while going to school, because you never know. I feel like you can't really depend on the reliable schedule is going to be working at the same time as going to school, right? You also have to spend a lot of time outside of school studying in the first place, right? To study, to read books, depending on what you're taking, I guess. But usually you have to like get textbooks, right? Take your time reading it and studying it and everything. That's a lot of time you have to spend outside of school as well. But if you're spending your time working, you know, you're gonna not very good at absorbing the knowledge in the first place. So that's why, for me anyway, the strategy I did was simply not work, you know, when I went to university. Instead, I took on a lot of debt, you know. I worked after I finished school rather than during, because I felt like I wouldn't be able to handle both, you know? That's just my opinion, I guess. And I don't know, you know, what do I know? On one hand, I did pay off my student debt, which is great. You know, I got good grades, I paid off my student debt and everything. But also, on the other hand, I don't really have a great resume, is the thing. Because I started working after I finished rather than before. you know, and you know, I mean, I guess these days during COVID-19, I guess maybe it doesn't matter. You know, you have an excuse actually. You know, you have a gap in your resume. Well, you see, there was a worldwide pandemic, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. That's why I wasn't exactly looking for work at that time. But, you know, usually it's a good idea to have a lot of experience. A lot of, like, you know, work experience to put in your resume to make yourself look good, you know? Even though that's not the be-all end-all, but, you know, it's good to have, and that's one thing I'm missing, though. Or rather, not one. Maybe not the one thing, but, like, one of the most important things I feel like I'm a little lacking in, you know? I just didn't do much while I was in university. I just studied. So I don't know. That's how I did it. Maybe it's not the best way to do it. That's how I finished my own, you know, post-secondary education. And not everyone needs post-secondary education. I kind of regret it, to be honest. I don't know, because I didn't really do much in my degree. That's why I feel like, you know, if I had to do it all over again, and time travel backwards, I feel like if you are going to go to university or whatever, then you gotta make sure that you're going to a program that you actually want to do something in, because I didn't really know. Anyway, I'm complaining now. I feel like I'm just venting a little bit about the education system and how much, you know, I did not get much from it, but whatever. Anyway, toys! Battle. So it seems like the battles in here, I think the battles in every kind of memory zone is often just monsters that you would meet in any other dungeon anyway. Not much unique monsters in here. Simple arithmetic. Speaking of education and numbers, by the way, I'm not the greatest at math, obviously, but especially, like, I was never good at multiplying, actually. You know, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just didn't do enough in, like, elementary or middle school, whatever, or whatever you call it. You know, in Canada we call it middle school. I believe in America you call it junior high, I think. But I just never good at multiplication. No, I don't know. I just never did my multiplication tables, I guess. So anything beyond 5, anything beyond multiples of 5, I really have a very, like, hard time with, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Andrew, I don't know. Don't get discouraged, Jimmy. Something that should be easy. It should be easy for you, for someone smart as you. Well, continue with the school. I'm sure the gifted and the program. What does he mean by that? We'll continue. We'll talk with the school. Okay, we'll talk with the school. I'm sure they'll let you into the gifted program or whatever. I guess Andrew. Okay, Andrew probably, you know, it's like the father. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, this is a stereotype, but it's kind of like the cliche Asian father. Even though I guess Andrew's not really Asian, I guess, but you know, it's kind of like that, where it's an overbearing father trying to, like, make his kid as successful as possible, and therefore pressuring Jimmy into learning as much about you know, the hard subjects as much as he can, even though he's only 8. You know, even if you're 8, I don't think you're gonna absorb all that when you're like a little kid. Anyway. But maybe, you know, maybe it would be helpful for me though, because I'm still bad at multiplication. Don't get me started on division. You know, addition, subtraction, obviously, I mean, that's pretty... I could do that. But, like, multiplication, anything beyond 5, anything beyond multiples of 5, I have to really think about. Because I can't, it's hard for me to do anything beyond that. Except maybe the easy ones. You know, like 9 times 9 is 81, right? That's an easy one. But it was like 7 times, I don't know, 8. That's kind of hard in my head. I'm trying to... 428. See, 54, I think? I don't know. It's hard for me to do multiplications beyond 5. 5 is easy. 5 is like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, you know? 5 times 5, 25. You know? 5 times 6, 30. The 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, and a little bit 9 maybe a little bit hard. Anyway, I'm not really paying attention. I'm trying to look for patterns here. So really, it's just we only can change one thing. We're trying to mirror this, and what is this? Close down the shade, eh? There is an actual literal mirror here, which is nice. I wish it was here in the beginning. But maybe it's because we need to interact with it, you know? So I'm thinking like, if we do this, we go over here, it closes off the things here though. 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6. I wonder how that works. So I wonder what the puzzle is. Am I supposed to just simply make it the same again? Or do I need to do some kind of pattern again? Because that's the thing, right? That's the one thing that kind of stumped me. Whether or not I'm supposed to reflect it or use some kind of number sequence. So you would think a puzzle involving numbers usually has some kind of number sequence or some kind of math to it. Or is it simply just reflecting? I don't know. Over here. Okay, okay, there's a button here, alright. I was wondering about this. So is it like, was it 5, 2? I can't remember now. I think it was 2, right? Let's go check, I guess. It's a 2, right? Yeah, okay. So we just simply need to move it this way again. I mean, this one, you know, once I know the premise, it's not as confusing, I guess. The first puzzle is actually the one that stumped me the most, because I didn't know what the solution, or what the question is. I always say that, don't I? Because I don't know what the question is, you know? So I don't know what the answer should be. I don't know what the question is. What was it, like 4, I think? Go check in. 4? Yeah, it was 4. And now we simply need to put the mirror back to where it was. There you go. And we're good. Little puzzle dungeon. You know, I don't really like puzzles, but as long as it's not too much. I mean, this game in general, Yume the Pulsating Mass, doesn't have too many puzzles, so I think it's fine. As long as it's not overdone, like a certain game that rhymes with Bros Broad. Anyway. It's so, little bunny. Hop and soon all the way to the top. Okay, is he telling a story to like a baby, maybe? Is it Jimmy baby? Is it baby Jimmy or baby Buck, maybe? I don't know. And so, little bunny, they hopped, and soon they hopped all the way to the top, and he had so many carrots. We hear it again? Well, little bunny held his tummy, I'm so hungry, he said. Okay. It's like, is it like a, oh, actually, is he holding a baby? Or maybe he's holding a book, I think. Never mind. That was a baby. But no, he's reading a story to Jimmy, that's what it is. Smiley eyes. And a mortar board. Okay, a mortar board. Like a motherboard, but a mortar instead. What is it? Mortar board. Magic attack plus 10%. Okay. Probably give it to, yeah. Give it to Andrew himself. The flat surface is a tempting place to rest your drink. Probably shouldn't do that. But here you go. It's an upgrade, I guess. Slightly more magic attack. Not a lot, but slightly more stats in other areas too, I guess. There you go. I guess that's it. This seems like a dead end as well, so yeah. In any kind of memory zone when there's a dead end, that's it. Nothing else you do. Alright, there you go. Again, I missed it the first time because I didn't understand the puzzle. You know, maybe like Jimmy. You know, maybe it's like being Jimmy. Andrew always giving me all these hard problems he's supposed to solve, but he can't solve them all. He's only 8, you know? Kinda like that. Alright. So a little bit more about Andrew. Let's go to actually, hold on, let's go real quick to the sandy place right here, right? Where is the thing? Apparently there's some kind of thing he helped us get, right? I assume it's here, unless there's some other sandy place somewhere else. I mean, there's the Wilted Lands. The Wilted Lands are a little bit sandy. Not too much sand though. Not sure. Ah, we could fall down again. Oops. I didn't mean to fall down again. So many random encounters. I wish I had that item that just stopped random encounters. But That's only available in the arcade, and I need a lot of tickets for that one, which I don't have. There's like that one arcade game that requires you to press the buttons and make the thing go back and forth. It's really hard. You're supposed to get like 55, I think. 55 taps on that one. It was really hard to do. I just never did it. What's this? Wait, did I ever see this before? Because it seems like there's arrows on it and you can move it. For some reason. Yeah, what is this? Did I miss this the first time or something? I guess I did. I see him go inside here. Hello? 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 Get out of here. Okay. Hey. Yeah. That's what you do, just headbutt it. And bang! Alright, there you go. I don't know what's in here exactly. Was this here before? I don't remember if it was here before. But it's in the chest, I guess. It's vaporized. Alright. Maybe this is just something I missed last time. 600% magical damage. 5 turn down cooldown. That's pretty good. Molecular beam basically does the same thing actually. It's Andrew only though. Vaporize is 5 turn cooldown, but molecular beam can you can use it without cooldown. So I guess molecular beam is better unless it's you know, maybe it costs more. You know, the M beam. But there you go, that's something I missed I guess. But not really what I'm looking for, however. What I'm really looking for is the thing. You know, as I mentioned before, like the hand dude said he found a place that's very sandy. And then he has like a secret item for us or something. I've looked all over. I don't see anything. Maybe, I mean, obviously this place doesn't have a lot of those purple hands. So maybe this is the wrong place. So where could it be though? Where else would be sandy? Sandy. You mean maybe here? You know, sand. When I think sand, I think deserts. But maybe sand as in like here? Like the sandy beach? Is that what it is? There's sand here too. I don't know if anywhere else would have like those purple hands. Purple hands. Oh, there you go. I didn't even notice that before. There was a light bulb here? I didn't even know. Hey, there you go. I guess that's the thing he helped us with after fighting that spider dungeon. He put a hand over here, and then that allows us to go. Okay, you know, he should have mentioned a salty breeze. You know, a nice ocean breeze. Unlike in sand, maybe that would have been more helpful. You know. But I guess how would you feel that if you're a hand? I don't know. Because I thought when I think sand, I think of deserts. But I guess sand as in the beach sand is also sand, you know? As it turns out. Crazy, I know. But there you go. That's now a light bulb, I guess. Where else could we go? I mean, we were here before. I guess we enter the dungeon or whatever. We have to touch down though. So go back over here. Anything new with these guys? Maybe? Same dialogue. Oh, that guy's missing, by the way. Someone was over there before, but now he's gone. That's strange. Some numbers are missing, actually. Dee has learned all she can from me in a short time. If she tames the tornado's shadow, she'll be a true master. Oh, no, I think she already said that. I thought he said something different. Maybe he said that? I don't know, I can't remember if he said that already. I wonder, can I go inside there? I tried being a bird before and trying to jump, right? Oh, no, okay, I can go in here. Alright, interesting. What's over here? Oh, it's just a treasure chest. It's just music. It's just music. I'm just disappointed. So it's music. Monsters roam the halls. Oh, we're fighting monsters all day, buddy. Let's go over here. Hello? This is a temple of the inward-looking eye. Where the Temple of Sight is a bastion of enlightenment, the Temple of the inward-looking eye is a solemn place of reflection. Alright. I assume this is a dungeon in itself, so I guess we'll go in.